Greetings and salutations, YouTube Wanderer. The Lost One Gaming here, and welcome back to Cattle Call Hollywood Talent Manager. So, last time, freaking Giovanni and Damon got us freaking truckloads worth of money to the point that we're up to over $3 million. Devon pretty much wants to leave the studio, or wants to leave the agency, but we're going to try and convince him. We got a couple more months to see if he wants to stay. So we're going to be pretty much looking for roles for him and Melissa. I'm thinking that for the moment we might try and get Devon on a TV series. There's a couple pilots that are now here, so I might see what ends up happening with some of these, because he's not very happy right now. Neither is Melissa either, but I don't even think hers really has to do with roles. I think she just kind of got depressed at one point, but I'll see what I can end up finding for the two of them. Like I said, I think Devon will probably put on TV, and Melissa will probably still look for some more movie roles for her, because she's a little bit better at that than Devon is. But let the search begin. So, since Devon can actually do a little bit of singing, I've decided to audition him for this TV series. It's going to be called Duties. It's a musical, which I don't get to audition anybody for musicals much, because none of my people can freaking sing, I don't think, other than him. But we're going to go for the role of Lovable King, which the look isn't necessarily there. He's athletic, but we'll see how this ends up working. But, man, how many singers you going to find, all right? He doesn't. I think he has stunt work too now at this point, so we're gonna submit him for it. Hopefully it works out, which he does. So he has the special skills for it. It's just gonna kind of be the look and the body, but we'll see how this ends up going. Hopefully this doesn't. I don't know. His morale might take this and make it into a bigger situation than it really needs to be, because that's what's really been killing him lately. Now has been the morale. But now on to the search for Melissa. Alright, so there weren't necessarily a lot of roles to pick from in the first go-round, so we're looking at, for Melissa, the role of famous arms dealer in this movie called Audition. It's a crime thriller with a budget of $3.5 million and script rating of 17%, so it should be pretty bad. So this should boost her up here. It's a major support role, where she has pretty much everything except for the Spanish accent, so I think this should go over pretty well. Melissa, please don't let me down. I can't deal with you and freaking Devon and you guys not being able to get roles. Everybody else has been so much easier. Freaking Damon is to the point where he's getting offered roles now. Like, I'm surprised Giovanni hasn't reached that point yet, though. Surprisingly enough. So let's see. Melissa submitted for that. Now there's 20 more freaking movies now since I just did that. Great. Did it say the top actress chart's been released? It's a weekly box office chart. Pretty sure Giovanni was like number 20 something last time. So he's 23 now. Alright, so I was trying to check to see the submission deadline for that was the 29th. Okay, so that'll be today or tomorrow. This game's sometimes a little bit weird with that. A television series, I can't even remember which one I freaking put him on now at this point. It might already be gone by. It was a musical, so I think it's already gone. I think the submission deadline's already passed for that one for Devon, so I guess we'll just be waiting now. It's the 30th. Melissa wants more. I will try. Okay, I'm trying right now. Aren't talent agents supposed to book roles for their clients? Then it's time you started doing your job. Look, it's not my fault that your stamina also sucks, okay? Alright, but Devon is okay with Abused Energy. That was his movie that he was in. Devon is fine as Abused Papa Rizzo. 32% overall. Well, can't win everything. Alright, so it's audition day now for both of them. In theaters now, Energy. That's not too bad, actually. $14 million. Wish I could have got a box office bonus for that, but Devon does not have that status in Hollywood just yet, now does he? Alright, so weekly box office chart is in. Some more roles that have popped up. Oh, the television ones are gone now. That sucks. Alright, Devon is depressed. Critics are raving about Devon Terry. His fame is on the rise. I forgot I had him in like 2 or 3 movies now. Is hypnotic as social reporter. That's a 65%, so that's pretty good. So let's see, his fame is on the rise now, so he is now average fame, so this should help in this role that we just tried him in. But he's still depressed. That's just, how? You're getting rave reviews. Your fame is rising. How are you depressed now? He still wants to leave, so I have not been able to change his mind yet. Although it does say his morale is getting better now. So maybe we might be okay. So we'll end up seeing what's happening. So Abandoned Officer, that one's not doing too well in the box office in comparison, even though it's a better movie. So it's only brought in pretty much 2.5 million. Context ends its box office run with a gross of 31 million, which is not really that great. Let's see. We got a couple more days. Bewildered receives lukewarm reviews. Critics are raving about Giovanni, though. So let's see. That one, Giovanni is stellar as revengeful junkie, 57% rating. Well, at least they like Giovanni, and he's okay with it, so. Ooh. Devon has landed his role, and Melissa got hers as well. Are you two happy now? Look, I got your roles. Are you happy? So let's see. I want to check the casting notes for this. That's not what I meant to check, actually. I wanted to check the report. So she was number one. The other people that applied for this were free agents, so I figured that would help because this was a terrible movie. But you know, well, hopefully this will go well. Contract, let's see, 114,000. What's the most we can go up to? Because I mean, if we're gonna have to have my actor in this terrible movie, she needs to get paid more money. Although maybe we should divert some of this money to actually making a better script, though. 234,000. We're gonna negotiate down to 210 or 214. We'll see if they accept. Of course they do. They want her in the movie, so they'll have to accept. All right, so let's see. What are we looking at for this? For Devon. He was number one. There were only 6 people total. The rest of them were free agents. So he was name actor, very charismatic, just morale, but represented by well-known agencies, so we're looking good. I can finally have name actor for you now, Devon. Like, don't you feel good about that now? Check the contract, 93,000. This isn't too bad for just a pilot. I mean, that's pretty good. That's more than the movie roles he's gotten, actually, all things considered. So I will take that. I mean, it's literally, wait a minute. Contract terms, the 2021 to 2028. That's not, how much can I ask for then? Because I'm pretty sure this is just the pilot, and we'll get to negotiate another contract if they decide to go ahead with it. We'll do 158, and we'll see if, okay, 157. All right, you drive a hard bargain, but I'll take it. All right, so that's more money for you, Devon. You happy now? Are you happy now? So let's see, where does that put him at now? His morale is still concerned, and he still wants to leave. I want to see what ends up happening with that. I forgot when the, let's see if I can see when it was. Duties, when was that filming? It should be down here. Actually, it's not at the bottom. It's supposed to be in the audition archives. I don't see it. Where is it? Duties. I guess he hasn't auditioned yet, has he? Well, no, he already, of course he auditioned. He got the role. I don't know why it's not in here. Duties. I'm not seeing it at all. It's a musical. It's not in here. I'm not crazy. It's just not in here. Okay, well, I don't know what's the deal with that one. All right, well, guess we'll just have to see what ends up happening. Shades is done, so Scarlett's now available again. At least, well, is soon to be available again. Not just yet, though. He's happy about the rising fame, so he's starting filming now, so that answers my question. He's going to be done filming in March, so March 22nd. Hopefully, they'll actually turn that into a series, and he'll be pretty good with it. I don't know any of these people. I'm not going to pretend to even care about any of those people either. All right, so he's now up to pleased, but he still wants to leave. I mean, what more can I do? I mean, you're pleased now. I'm going to have to get him up to, like, excited or something. Like, what more can I do? So Melissa's now going. She'll be done in March. How is her role taking less time than Devon's? I mean, this is a pilot. It's like one episode. How does one episode of a TV show take longer than a whole movie? I mean, it's a major role, but still, I don't think it should take less time. Anyway, so Scarlett, let's see. Her condition is good, so we could probably get her into something else, and then we'll probably have to let her rest for a little bit. So I think we're going to start our search for Scarlett and see what we can end up finding. Let me check the top actor chart again real quick. Where's Giovanni? Did Giovanni drop? Oh, wait, no, he's actually gotten higher. He's 16 now. All right, good. I thought he had dropped off. I was worried for a second. But let us begin our search for Scarlett. All right, so for Scarlett, we've decided to go with the role of mad single mom. It's a major support role in this movie called Link Again. It's a comedy with a budget of $3.7 million and a script rating at 88%, so this should be pretty good. The age is going to be off here, but the body type is there, the look's going to be there, the height and the special skills are going to be there because Scarlett can kind of do it all at this point. I kind of want to see if I can turn her into an action star, actually, like a female action star. I think that'd be pretty cool because, I mean, that's really her best trait, to be honest. I think she's level 20 or something like that, in terms of, yeah, physical expressions of 20. She's very charismatic too, but, I mean, that's not actually a skill that they would think of with the, I mean, it's not an acting skill, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so we submitted her for that. Let's just forget about what I was just talking about. I lose track of what I'm saying sometimes. Jane Long seeks representation. Scarlett's going to lend her voice to this. We're going to get $100,000 out of that. Thank you very much, Scarlett. I will enjoy that money. You do you as well. All right, so that puts us up at $3.2 million. I'm not exactly sure at what level we get to like large agency. I'm not sure if it was 4 million or whether it was a little bit higher. Alyssa enjoys being a busy bee, and she's being called a model professional now, so that's going to help out her a lot. She's now notable if she wasn't before, so that's pretty good. She's now pleased. Devon Terry now wants to stay. Oh, he's changed his mind. He says, I'm now willing to stick with you and your crappy agency. Why you gotta call it crappy if you change your mind? It must not be that bad if you decided to stay. I mean, I don't know. Devon's weird. Audition day for Scarlett. They're going to announce the season on the 20th, which probably actually won't be. Giovanni's now done, and the top extra chart has been released, which Giovanni's now number 13, so he moved up like 3 whole spots. Alright. So let's see. Just looking at Giovanni, he'll be available in a couple more days. Is he good in terms of his stamina? Yeah, his condition's excellent. I forgot, Giovanni's like freaking... He's the Iron Man. He does whatever he wants to do. He can do movies all year long if he so chooses. Jackson Nelson seeks representation. Let's see. And a little bit more. Scarlett. Okay, so she landed her role. We're good again. Alright, let's see. The report. A-lister, very charismatic, has a great sense of humor. Of course she does. She's been on a comedy show before. Represented by well-known agency and labeled a model professional. Alright, they have nothing bad to say about Miss Lyons. Alright, so let's see. The contract, $557,000. What's the most we can go up to? This is kind of low budget, so that is the most we can do. What if we do a box office bonus instead? $11 million. Break even is 10. We'll try and negotiate a box office bonus, and we'll see if they accept. They did. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. All right, so now probably going to start looking for some roles for Giovanni now. Alright, which is going to be easy because I could submit him for almost anything at this point, and he'll probably get it. Makes my job 10 times easier. So for Giovanni, we've decided to go with the role of shrewd thief in this movie called Old. It's a sci-fi movie with a budget of $9 million, which might be a little bit of a problem because Giovanni's been getting paid like $11 million for roles lately, so that might be a problem. But I'm going to submit him for it anyway. There was a role that I saw that was, it was in a horror movie, but I know I've been talking about I could submit him in anything, but he definitely didn't fit that one. It was for an old man, pretty much. It was like a 96% though. It was a lot higher than this one. So I mean, I would have liked to get him in that, but there wasn't really a role that I felt fit him. Why is Giovanni now unhappy with me? What am I doing? I've been getting you roles like crazy. I don't understand why you want to leave. Why is he upset all of a sudden? This was not a thing, and I have until August to convince him otherwise. I don't know what his deal with. All of a sudden, he's unhappy. I don't get it. I've been getting him roles like crazy. I've been getting him millions of dollars now. And now all of a sudden he's just like, nah, I want to leave. I said it was probably going to happen, that he was going to be an A-lister and he was going to get too, his head was going to get a little bit too big and he was just going to leave. I don't want that though. I want him to stay forever. I guess I can't always win, can I? Hopefully we'll be able to convince him like Devon. Hopefully he'll probably get this role. I'm certain he'll get this one actually. The body type wasn't there, but everything else was. So he did get it, of course, as I was expecting him to. The contract is going to be another story. He was number 1 out of 26 total people. With the score sheet, there were no cons, of course, at all. All right. So let's see. Whoa, $14 million. How's he getting more than the budget? How are they going to give him more than the budget? The budget's $9 million. They're giving him $14 million. Is it? No, that's $1.4 million. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, that's impossible. All right, so $1.4 million. He seems willing to accept that, which I didn't think he would. Because, like I said, he's been getting a lot more money lately. But, I mean, he said it sounds like a deal. We could try to get a box office bonus. Well, he wants the first dollar gross, I guess. All right, what's the most we can go up to? That's the most we can go up to, so I'll take that. All right, I accept. Are you happy now, Giovanni? Are you upset still? You happy now? I don't think he's happy. We get $148,000 out of that though, so I'm happy about it if he isn't. All right, so that puts him at pleased, which is the same level that Devon was when he changed his mind. So hopefully this will allow Giovanni to change his. Melissa, now her condition is fair, so I'm not exactly sure that we're going to be able to get her into anything now. Queen ends his box office run. Who was in that one? That was Scarlett's movie. All right, proud homosexual. Oh yeah, that was her leading role. The one leading role I felt comfortable we could get her in. Anything outside of that, I'm not exactly sure. Old filming starts and release is going to be June 2021. All right. I mean, that's not really how movies work, are they? Or do they? I don't think you film a movie and then release it the same year. It doesn't usually happen like that. But let's see. I have not seen anything about Devon. Or I guess he's not done yet. I think he said it was going to be done on the 21st. So I haven't seen anything about what's going to happen with that pilot series. Alright, but I guess I'll come back when I get some news about that, because outside of that, I can't do anything really for Melissa, and everybody else is pretty much filming, so I'm gonna have to sit still for a minute. Alright, so Devon has finally finished filming. His characterization and pretty much every other skill has increased considerably, and we got a contract bonus, or a commission, 222,000. I'm pretty sure this was one of, which movie was this? Okay, it was a Giovanni movie. That was a 96% script rating one. We got 200,000 out of that with it, and it made the total box office gross of $79 million, which still isn't that great. But there was also the top actress chart has been released as well, and Giovanni's now fallen number 20, which is unfortunate because he was at 13. He's losing his power, and he's upset with me. Maybe that's why he was upset, because he knew he was falling down the list, and he blamed me for it. He blamed me for it. So you're going to be making a decision shortly. I don't exactly know what shortly is. Don't know if that's like a week or so or what, but I can kind of just skip ahead now at this point. Anna Arlo seeks representation, which I'm not ready for at the moment. Weekly box office chart and TV ratings. Well, Giovanni's already done. Seems like I just started him with filming. He started filming on March the 10th. Oh yeah, it did say he was going to finish on the 31st. Okay, that's not too bad then. So he's already done. Everything has increased considerably or remarkably. His physical expression has gone up remarkably, so that's good. Which he's now at an 8. At 8.5. God, his facial expressions are horrible. Alright. Why is he now getting worse now? He was pleased for like a split second. Now he's like, nah, I'm upset again. I'm upset again. You got to get me a role right now. Good thing your freaking morale or your stamina is great. Melissa, I still don't know if I really want to put her in anything right now. But I guess we'll start another search for Giovanni, and we'll see if by that time Devon's, if something has come back for him. Alright, so for Giovanni, we've decided to go with the role of skeptical vet in this drama. It's called The Soldier, with a script rating of 95%. I feel pretty comfortable about this one with him. He pretty much has everything except for the look, I guess, and the French accent. But like I said, Giovanni's an A-lister now at this point, so we can kind of throw him in just about everything. But hopefully this will go over well. The submission deadline for that, oh, god dang it, I just missed it. The 2nd, so that was actually last minute there. I guess it's good I made it in just in time. Alright, so Scarlett's now done. Let's see, she is up to, everything is increased considerably or remarkably, so we're at, I don't even know if any of this has changed. I'm sorry, I forgot. I think her humor went up, because I think it was a 16 last time, so I think she's improved there. Still have not seen anything for Devon at all, which you would think that by now. Damon's now finished, but I'm pretty sure his stamina is so shot that he's not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, it is. Alright, so we're going to have to leave him out of commission for like a good 2 or 3 months. Because that's literally what it seems like it is with him. Alright, so it's audition day. They're going to announce a decision on the 9th. This is the 8th. Alright, weekly TV ratings, box office charts. That really matters to me right now. The 9th, it's now past the 9th. Alright, Giovanni did get this one though, which is great. I think this will be really good for him, and probably should have a pretty good contract out of this. This is This is $3.5 million. $3.5 million. That's the most we can ask for. Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and, or we could try a box office bonus. 4 million. What was the least that he would accept? He just does not like box office bonuses anymore. I don't get him anymore. He just wants first dollar grosses out of everything. We could try it. We'll just leave it at 1%. Alright, it's fine. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm pretty sure that's gonna work out okay. Alright, so he should be pretty happy now. He was pleased before. Alright, so now his morale is superb. Still, it doesn't say he wants to leave anymore, so maybe he has changed his mind now. It still seems like he doesn't realize he's in the top 100 on the actor ratings. I don't know why that is, but he is there. Giovanni signs a contract. Molly Flynn seeks representation, which I'm not going to be able to give you right now. So Scarlett's available. Her condition's good. We might be able to get her and Melissa in something right now. Just don't know what at the moment, though. But I guess we'll go ahead and look for them, and then we'll probably call it. So for Scarlett, we decided to go with the role of inept bank robber in this movie called Doors. It's a crime thriller with a budget of $9.5 million, with a script rating of 70%. It's a little bit of a reach. She doesn't have the look. She's got the body type and probably the height, but not the British accent either. The age is there, and she's a pretty well-known actor. She's an A-lister now, actually. That's improved. Alright, so this might help. it might help. They might consider it. It's a leading role though too, though. I just thought about that, and she's openly lesbian, so that might not work out too well. But I guess now I have to look for Melissa. So I didn't really find anything for Melissa. It seems like all the roles were either things that I didn't think she could do, because most of these are horror movies or comedies, and which she doesn't do horror movies, and she is not funny. So none of these really fit. I kind of wanted to find her a little bit of a better role, not just like the worst, movie ever. But in that time, a good bit did happen though. Critics were raving about Devon in the pilot that he did, but apparently it's getting really poor reviews. So I'm pretty sure they're probably not gonna pick that up, more than likely. It's got a 31%, but they said he's stellar as a lovable king, so that's pretty good. As well, critics are raving about Scarlett as well for the movie she did, The Shades. That one, I think they gave it a 71%. They said she's pivotal as an estranged princess. And there was one more thing. Giovanni, the top actor chart was released, and Giovanni's back up to number 16, 17, or was it? Or he was. Wait a minute. I just miss him again? I could have swore I'd see. Oh, he's 20. I could have swore I saw him jump up to 16. I don't know why I thought I saw him jump up that high, but maybe I guess I was wrong. Where's Damon now? I know Damon had broken. He was like number 90 at one point, 90 something. He was at the really bottom. Scarlett's now 71. Interesting. How she's jumped past Damon? Is Damon even on the list anymore? I don't even think he is, actually. 90, he is not on the list unless I just can't see straight. I don't think I see him. Scarlett's there at 70. I would have thought that if Damon was on here, he'd have been a little bit higher by now, but apparently he's not there. I don't think the movies that I've been picking him for, though, I don't think have been that great. So that's probably why he hasn't really broke up higher. I probably have to look for some better roles for him too. I think the last movie he was in wasn't that bad though. But I'm gonna end it here, guys, and I will see you in the next one.